Bubbles come up from the cistern just before you pull the ruffian out as he gasps for breath.
You better start singing Little Bird or I'm going to have to give you another drink.
This is kind of fucked up, Don.
He's an unnamed NPC. He's not that important. Plus, like you said, you don't let XP run away. Isn't that right, you Red Brand bitch?
The Red Brand screams in terror and says, "No, please, I'll tell you everything. I'm terrified of drowning. Don't do that again."
Who's your leader? What should we know about this hideout?
Yeah, what the Warlock said. Start talking.
Okay, take the cloaks in the barracks here. We get new recruits all the time. No one will know the difference.
I start looting the corpses.
There's a trap in the next hallway. Our leader's name is Glassstaff. He's a wizard. He's in the most western part of the hideout.
Keep it coming or you're going back in the drink.
Please, no. We're getting paid by someone known as the Black Spider to keep the townsfolk in line. We get to keep whatever we take from them. There's an eye creature under the bridge across the way to the boss's room. We got some travelers stored in some pens looking to sell them. That's all I know. I swear.
I knock him out and throw him on the ground.
I loot him too. What do I get?
In total, from all of those guys, you find 17 gold pieces, 33 silver pieces, and 2 garnet gemstones worth 10 GP each. You also each get 100 XP for killing all of these guys in this combat.
Sweet, I'm gonna divide it up for us.
Ben, do we really have to track XP? Can't we do milestone?
Yeah, everyone knows milestone is best, Ben.
I kind of agree with that, actually. It makes us less murder hobos.
All right, fine. We can switch to milestone. It lets me focus on the narrative anyway. Joe, you emerge from the cistern soaking wet with a small satchel. You open the satchel and find a potion of healing, a potion of invisibility, 50 GP, and a clean set of ordinary travel clothing.
Dope as fuck. I'm keeping the potions and give these 2 bozos 25 GP each.
That's all? I want one of the potions.
Oh man, shut up. I gave you guys your share from the Red Brand bodies. Be happy I spotted this and I'm sharing it.
Thanks, Joe. All right, with these cloaks on, let's keep going in. Remember that guy said there was a trap in this next hallway?
Thick dust covers the flagstones of this somber hallway. The walls are decorated with faux columns every 10 feet, and the double doors at the west end of the hall are sheathed in copper plate, now green with age. A relief carving of a mournful angel graces the doors.
I look for traps.
Give me a perception check.
Oh boy, I rolled a 5.
I want to roll 2. Fuck, only a 7.
Let me handle this. 16.
Barak saved you both. In the center of the hallway is a covered pit. You also notice that on the sides of the room there are narrow ledges you can skirt across to pass the pit without issue. I will need a DC 10 acrobatics check to do so, however.
I go first. Fuck, I rolled a 4.
You slip and start to fall into the pit. Give me a dex saving throw DC 15 to catch yourself.
Holy fuck, that's a 19.
You succeed the save and successfully make it to the other side.
I will go next. I rolled an 18.
My turn. 22, baby. I'm acrobatic as fuck, boy.
You two make it past the pit, no problem. 3 large stone sarcophagi stand within this dusty crypt, and propped up against each sarcophagus is a human skeleton clad in bits of rusty mail. False columns along the walls are carved in the image of spreading oak trees. The double doors in the southeast corner are sheathed in tarnished copper plate. There is a door in the northwestern corner leading north, and a door in the northeast corner leading east.
I stay away from the skeletons, but keep an eye on them in case they do any spooky, scary skeleton shit.
They remain unmoving.
I go to the northeastern door. Is it locked?
It's not, but you hear talking from beyond. It sounds like more Red Brands, but you can't make out exactly what they're saying.
I open that door and walk in like I own the place.
All right, you do so. This long room is partitioned into 3 areas, with iron bars walling off the north and south. Filthy straw lines the floors of those cells, the hinged doors of which are secured by chains and padlocks. A pair of disheveled human women are held in the cell to the south, while a human boy is confined to the north. All are dressed in plain gray tunics and have iron collars fitted around their necks. A heap of discarded clothing is piled carelessly against the far wall. 2 ruffians in scarlet cloaks are standing guard here, taunting the captives.
Hey boys, Glassstaff sent us to relieve you of guard duty. Why don't you guys get out of here and get a pint?
Give me a deception check.
I rolled a 15.
The ruffian looks you up and down, gives you a grin and says, "Hey boyo, that isn't half bad idea," and hands you the keys to the cells.
I take them and pat him on the shoulder.
I go behind the one Don isn't talking to and stab him through the back with my rapier and whisper in his ear. Squaw.
Holy shit.
You get a surprise round on him, Joe. Roll with advantage and sneak attack. Then everyone roll for initiative.
I rolled a 14 to hit for 10 piercing damage and 3 additional damage for sneak attack.
I'll give it to you. That's enough to kill him as you pull your rapier back and let him fall to the floor.
That's a 20 on initiative.
I rolled an 18.
I got a 19.
Joe, you're up first.
I move up to the other one next to Don and attack him with my rapier. 17 to hit for 6 piercings and 6 additional from sneak attack.
You stick him good with your rapier. Barack, you're next.
I'm out of spells, so I guess I'll use Eldritch Blast. 18 to hit for 9 force damage.
Tell me how you do it.
Boom, headshot, baby.
And, he's gone. That ends a quick combat.
I turn to the women in the cage and ask if they're okay, and tell them we're here to rescue them.
We are?
Come on, Don, give me the keys.
Fine, I say we want a reward.
I open the doors and release them from their binds.
As you open the doors, the adult woman stands up and says, "Thank you so much. My name is Myrna, and these are my 2 children, Nars and Nilsa. These vile Red Brands killed my husband, Thel, for defying them. They came and abducted me and my family that night and planned to sell us into slavery. Please take care of that evil Glassstaff. He has these tall, furry monsters with big ears working for him. Please be careful. We don't have much to offer as a reward, but I can tell you where one is. We have a family heirloom in a now ruined town called Thunder Tree. We fled when the undead overran the village long ago, when I was just a girl. There you might find an emerald necklace among the shelves of our old alchemy shop. You are welcome to it if you come across it."
I'm writing this down. Where is it again?
The family thanks you as they make a quick escape. You all take a moment to catch your breath and benefit from a short rest. Go ahead and modify your sheets accordingly.
Dope. Back to full.
Same, got my spells back too.
Wait, why do you get your spells back?
I get them back on a short rest because I'm a warlock. I only have 2 spell slots, though.
Whatever, Warlock is still a brain-dead class. Let's check out that other door.
You make your way out and find the door is also unlocked, and leads into a hallway with a door at the end facing east.
Is the door locked?
It is. I need a DC 10 dex check with your thieves' tools to open it.
I thought it was sleight of hand.
That was my mistake last time. Rules as written, it's a dex check. You can add proficiency bonus since you are proficient in thieves' tools.
All right, that's a 17 thieves' tools check.
You open the door. Racks of weapons line the walls of this chamber, including spears, swords, crossbows, and bolts. A dozen dirty red cloaks hang from hooks by the door.
Is there anything magical in here?
Everything here is mundane.
I take the light crossbow and some bolts. We should grab this shit when we leave so we can sell it.
Fuck yeah, boy.
This is a dead end. The Red Brand said something about a bridge. I want to look for secret passages or mechanisms in the hallway.
Give me a perception check.
I rolled a 14.
You find a secret door that is made of stone and blends in with the surrounding wall. It swings open on iron hinges into another room, which seems to be a storeroom.
Nice.
This area is the north end of a large natural cavern, but it has been finished with dressed stone block walls and a flagstone floor. Several barrels are stored against the walls here, along with a number of empty crates, straw for packing, hammers, pry bars, and nails. The cavern continues for some distance to the south. You can make out several passages that open up off the larger cavern and what looks like a deep pit or crevasse in the floor.
I take a look at the shit around the crates. Is there anything of actual value, or is it all garbage?
Most of it isn't valuable, but you find 30 beaver pelts. Give me a nature or survival check.
I'm picking nature. I got a 9.
These pelts look fairly intact. They could be worth something.
30 pelts seems like a lot to carry. Let's clear this place out.
I take one of the pelts and put it on my head. I look over to Don and go, "Squaw!"
You look fucking stupid, Joe.
I think he looks good in his new hat.
I do a happy dance.
This is dumb. I continue down the passage.
A cold breeze fills this large natural cavern, carrying with it the faint scent of decaying flesh. A crevasse divides the cavern and is flanked by 2 rough stone columns that support the 20-foot-high ceiling. 2 arched wooden bridges span the chasm. Don, you feel a pressure in your mind. The sounds of whispers and mad cackles in your head. When you gain your composure, you hear it again. An eerie voice speaks to you and says, "You bring a gift? Do you bring food?"
What the fucking fuck is that? I look around to see what the hell this is.
Give me a perception check.
Fucking 3.
You just hear the voice in your head. It feels unnatural, almost as if hundreds of spiders are crawling in the back of your skull.
Do we see Don wigging out?
Yes, Don looks really weirded out, looking around for something frantically.
Where the fuck is this thing? It feels like shit is crawling around in my head.
I run up to Don and see if he's okay.
How are you checking him?
I don't know, to see if he has any kind of curse or some magic shit happening to him.
Are you proficient in Arcana?
I am not proficient.
Then I would say you don't know what's happening to him.
I have proficiency. Can I roll an Arcana check?
Sure, go ahead.
I rolled a 12.
Okay, based on that roll, you're pretty sure something is trying to speak to Don telepathically, based on the symptoms he's describing. Joe, you start feeling the same thing Don is. Whispers and cackles fill your mind. You hear a voice. You bring me food, yes?
I walk to the bridge and start looking around.
Perception check.
I just crypt my pants, bitch. Nat 20, baby.
You look down into the crevasse and see a single large glowing green eye stare up at you. It's hard to make out in the darkness, but you can tell this creature is the thing that is trying to communicate with you. It says, "Do you bring food, or are you the food?"
I squawk out in surprise and clamber away from the edge.
You hear it too, Sleepy Joe?
This shit is hella scary.
I walk to the edge and start looking down at what Joe was looking at.
Same thing happens to you, Barack. You get the same feeling as the other two, and it speaks to you in your mind, asking for food.
I ask why it's here and what kind of food it would like.
In all of your minds, you hear, "I needs flesh, more, more, more. You red cloaks give me flesh and treasure, and I kill ones with no cloaks."
He said he has treasure. What kind of treasure?
Magics. I have the magics. They're mine, not yours.
This thing might help us. I look for some dried meat that might be a part of my rations in my bag to give it.
I walk to the edge, look for the green eye, and cast chromatic orb on the motherfucker. I choose the fire element, and I roll a 16 to hit for 13 fire damage.
Holy shit.
What the fuck, Don?
Dibs on the magic shit.
Well, I guess we're rolling for initiative.